Hello and welcome to Faceoff, where we pit two things against each other to find out which one is better. I'm Adam Ness. And I'm Edward Rekshon, and today we're going to be comparing the AK-47 and the M416 from Survivio. Let me tell you about the AK-47. The AK-47, also called Kalashnikov 1947, is a Soviet assault rifle and possibly the most used shoulder weapon in the entire world. The initials AK represent Avtomat Kalashnikova, which stands for Automatic Kalashnikov, for its designer, Mikhail Kalashnikov, who designed the accepted version of the weapon in 1947. Hey Adam, what can you do with a broom that you can do the same with an AK-47? What? You can use both to sweep a house. Now tell me about the M416. The Heckler & Koch HK-416 is an assault rifle designed and manufactured by the German company Heckler & Koch. Although its design is based on the AR-15 class of firearm, specifically the Colt M4 carbine family issued to the US military, it uses a proprietary short-stroke gas piston system from the Heckler & Koch's earlier G36 family of rifles. It is a standard assault rifle of the Norwegian Armed Forces. And now for the weather. What's it like out there today, Steve?
Hey, it's Side-Eye Steve with the weather. It's hot. Back to you, Adam.
Thanks, Steve. Well, Ed, let's see how these guns stack up. Well, we did some calculations on how these guns stacked up in these categories given their performance against the best gun in their category. Here's how the AK and the M4 stacked up. The guns tied for mag size given that they both have 30 rounds per mag. Reload time is a different story though. The AK takes 0.2 seconds longer to reload, but both are pretty good. You wouldn't want to get caught without a loaded gun out there. As for the spread, the AK actually pulls ahead on this one, with a slightly more accurate spread. Now for the biggie, damage. We gave a double point value for damage since it's one of the most critical metrics. The AK on average did about 4 more damage per shot than the M4. That's gotta hurt. Now fall-off was pretty close, but the AK actually performed slightly better in this category. As for velocity, they are also close, but the M4 pulls ahead. The AK takes the cake on range with an extra 12.5%. Now that you mention it, I could go for some cake myself. Finally, we thought we'd throw in a personal opinion for an extra 50 points to break those close matches. We called local streamer Rez3rekt to see which he would pick if he had to choose. Well, Rez, which would you take? Thanks, Adam. Well, first off, I have to say I'm a huge fan of the show. Aw, thanks. Anytime, man. As for my choice, though, I'd say I'd have to go with the AK. The extra damage and the extra range actually make a huge difference when you're in the thick of things. Thanks, Rez, for stopping by. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Which gun is better? Well folks, there you have it. With a score of 641, the AK takes this round. If you enjoyed this comparison, make sure to hit the like button and let us know in the comments what you guys want compared next. Also make sure to subscribe and ring the bell until your ears bleed. Now back to Steve with the weather.
Hey, it's Side-Eye Steve again, back with the weather. It's still hot.